Hey guys, this is a story. I'm in physical pain right now. For me, it's Shark Week. But hey, who cares? Let's get into this. This will be my second time recording this because I'm super pissed now because the recorder I used decided to put it in slow-mo. I'm fighting the urge to punch my tablet in the face, but at last, it's what I used to make my YouTube videos, so I must work with it. Anyways, let's get into this. Killua was going to buy some chocolate robots. Gon was going to come with him, but he had some things to do with Kurapika, and Killua was getting too impatient, so he went off by his own. While coming out with 5 boxes, because he was sick and tired of everyone eating his, so he made sure to buy backups. As he was walking, he heard a couple of screams. He quickly ran down where the screams were coming from, and he saw you getting beat up by a couple of men saying words at you, hitting you with glass bottles. He couldn't stand the sight of that. He quickly tackled the men and scared them off. Hey, are you okay? He reached out his hand and helped you up. He took out a piece of paper and wrote, "I'm good, thanks." He was confused. Can you not talk? You flipped to another side of the notebook. No, I'm mute. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't mean to come off as rude. You wrote down a piece of paper. No, it's fine. You didn't know. I would be more offended if you did know. Thanks for helping me out. Is there any way I can pay you back? Killua kept shaking his head, but he kept insisting. He had to find some way, because he wouldn't leave him alone about it. He said that you can help him carry these boxes back to his house, since he bought 5 of them. You chuckled at this. He's like, "Don't laugh at me. I have to scratch that. Sorry guys, I forgot you was me in the story. You wanted to chuckle at it, but you couldn't. You let out a huge smile, and your mouth was open, and it looks like you was laughing. There you go. Hey, I know you're laughing at me. Even though you're rude, I can still tell by your facial expression. Stop it. The people I live with keeps on eating my food, and I need backups," he said. You still had the same look on your face. Whatever, he said. You still look like you were still chuckling. On his way, when he finally reached his home, you helped him put the stuff down. Thanks for helping me, listener. You want to be friends? You quickly nodded your head. He took out a piece of paper, wrote something down, slipped it in his pocket, and ran off. Weird. He opened the note and saw, "Call me with your phone number on it." He chuckled at the sight of this. From that day on, you and him became very close friends. He met your parents. Your mother was kind of strict with you because it was a person who caused you to lose your voice in the first place. But she really did care about you. She got to know Killua better, so she was able to trust him. Your dad was more lenient with you, so he was able to trust Killua very easily. Every time he went to your house, he would always stand there and admire the architecture. And every time you went home, you had a translator with you. So every time you type something in, it would say it out loud. It came in handy when you wanted to talk to people, but because of the whole situation. You and him grew really close and eventually grew feelings for each other. Of course, no one said this out loud, because it was embarrassing. One day, he was walking home from your house, and was walking with Killua to his house. When he finally reached there, after he said bye, you didn't have a translator with you. You gave him a kiss on the cheek and waved and ran off. His face turned a bright red. Gong was watching this through the window and kept pestering him about it all night. He didn't say anything about it because he was too much a tsundere and said it was the most awful kiss in the world and he wished it never happened. But truth was, he really did enjoy it. You and him grew closer and closer. The next day, you and him decided to meet at a cat cafe. Let's be honest here. You and Killua tried to get away with stealing one of the cats. But you failed and got caught by the manager and got a warning, saying that if you try again, you will be banned from the place. It was a really cute cat. It was almost a kitten. It was black and it had golden flakes in its skin. Well, on its fur to be exact. Its past owner abused it and had throw some glitter and paint in it, and it could never be got out, so it looks like golden speckles. You eventually convinced your parents to buy you the cat. The best decision ever. You and Killua always hanged out with the cat. And even when he wasn't with the cat, you and him grew closer and closer. You would hang out with him any time of the day. One time, you and him went to the park at 3 a.m. just to hang out and do some quote-unquote rituals with dark magic. Eventually, you guys got super scared when he was playing with the Ouija board and the thing moved on its own. He just quickly said goodbye and flipped the thing. It scared the crap out of you. You and him chuckle about it to this day. One day, after a whole situation, you was walking home by yourself after you dropped Killua off. That's weird. You had a strange feeling that someone was following you. You turned around, no one was there. You kept hearing footsteps every time you would move, they would move. Every time you would stop, they would stop. You was thinking it was your own footsteps. Then you realized a dark figure was following you. Crap. You heard of many places before that you should never go to your house when you're being followed, because now they know where you lived. You tried going down a dark alleyway. Big mistake. You felt two big hands grab you. You couldn't even scream due to your condition. They put a cloth over your mouth, suffocating you. Your family was very rich, so they put you for a ransom. They sent this video to your father and your mother and Killua. Killua was absolutely panicked and so enraged at the same time. He was planning on going over there and beating their asses just for messing with you. He really did love you. Your parents decided to pay the ransom, but Killua refused this. He said he was going to beat them on his own. Your mother and father decided to say no, but he was too determined and didn't listen to them. After 2 days of tracking you down, and today was the last day for them to pay up, or they threatened to kill you. As they were about to raise the gun to your head, Killua busted into the door. He started fighting them off. He was all bruised and bleeding, but he just kept going. You heard a snap. It came from his arm. Oh crap, you said. But he didn't seem to care. He just kept fighting them. When he was done, he untied you. Oh, Killua, I'm so glad that you... Before you can finish... Blah, I keep on forgetting, guys. Dang it, you're mute. Dang it. Scratch that. I keep messing this up. When he was hugging him, because he had no other way to thank him, because he didn't have a translator with you, he passed out in your arms. You was thinking, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. You quickly carried him to the hospital. He was presumed fine, and you stayed with him all the time. When he finally woke up, he realized that you was laying down his leg, holding his hand. Listener? Your eyes shot open when you said his name. You quickly ran up and gave him a tight hug. You quickly typed something into your translator and said, Killua, I missed you so much. I missed you too, listener. You and him finally began dating after that. And, thanks to your parents, he was able to get surgery. A person always wanted to be muted, and they want to give their vocal cords to someone else. I don't know if this, side note guys, I don't know if this is scientifically possible, but if it's a fanfic, we don't know. So, they were able to give you your vocal cords. The first thing you ever said to Killua was, I love you. After hearing your voice for the first time in forever, he basically tackled you. And a mix of kisses and cuddles. The end.